Okay, today I have a treat for you. If you don't have the Leto Mark II armor, you have to get it now. Let me explain how amazing this is, coupled with a few rings and an amulet. And while you listen, just watch the gameplay in the background because this is how you get it. It's pretty simple. Just know that it's in the labyrinth after you talk to Clementine before reaching the next world. Hey y'all, it's 𝒉𝒆𝒍𝒑𝒔 from Identity again, and this guide is to help you become more tanky and less susceptible to more damage than you have ever been. I'm not going to go into great detail like I would in a build video because I'm still working on it and I want it to be perfect. The purpose of this is to help you at least get it first. Then we can worry about the build. But remember I made this video, right? The Challenger Engineer. Well, I went with a sort of tank approach, and this next build I'm going to make with the Mark II armor will be similar to that. But it's going to be even more broken. I'm going with the half health approach again, but now I have something I didn't have before. A ring that I couldn't believe. It's what allows me to get 93% damage reduction, and with the Challenger's second skill I increased my damage reduction even more, surpassing 100% even. By the way, in higher difficulties bosses deal hundreds of percentages more in damage, which is how reaching over 100% damage reduction would make sense. But here's the ring I'm talking about. Hardened Coil. Reduces all incoming damage by 3% for each 10% of missing health. Max is 15% reduction. So when using the Vengeance Idol and a restriction cord, you can see how I'm able to achieve this. And please make sure to check out that build I made because it's the exact template I'll be going off to create my final form in-game Challenger Engineer build. But there's one important thing to note about the Leto Armor Mark II. It is very heavy and it'll make your evade roll look like this. Not an evade roll at all, is it? So it will get you killed more times than not. And that means that 93% damage reduction means nothing. But don't worry fam, I have a solution. The Ring of Omens. Evades cost 15% max health as gray health instead of stamina. And the special aspect about this ring is that it doesn't use stamina. It uses health, and if you have an omen for your amulet, you perform a shadow step that surrounds you with smoke that has an increased evade window. If you're worried about health being used, then don't. The build that I will be making has some very nice health regen, so it will all work out in your favor. But that's how you get the armor as I showcased in the gameplay. Now before I make this build, I want you to comment below how I can make this build an absolute beast. I mean, I want detailed comments. And for the build video when it comes out, I'll be shouting out one of those comments. Here's what I have so far to give you an idea of how it's going to be. And that's it for this one. Make sure you like the video if it helped you out. Also subscribe if you're new here. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and before I forget, once you get the Leto Mark II armor, you can go back to the Ward 13 and talk to the guy who doesn't talk but scribbles on the chalkboard. Can't remember his name. Comment below if you do. But he'll sell you the Leto Armor Mark I from Remnant from the Ashes if you want that style instead. They're pretty much the same. One's a little more than the other, but they're both tanks. But yeah, like I said, I'll catch you in the next one. Be right out.